Here we go, y'all. Cody Rhodes, a.k.a. the African-American Nightmare Raheem, a.k.a. Cody Hogan, pulling off the surprise of a lifetime, and he beat Drew McIntyre on Crackdown yesterday to get his big shot at Wrestlemania 40 snooze. And guess what, y'all? Yeah, this is his third year in a row being in the main event. It was predictable as seeing the sun come up in the morning, like I always say. It was predictable as seeing traffic during rush hour on a work day. It was predictable as seeing an old man in his late 80s with his hair gray. This is ridiculous. Now that I think about it, it wasn't that predictable. You actually had some things in the match that nobody's seen coming. Did y'all see the spot where Drew McIntyre barely touched the commentator table and it did the LA Knight on the top rope and fell over? This is crazy. You mean to tell me something like this is happening in a match to go to WrestleMania in the main event? This company should be ashamed of themselves. I'm gonna show you this. Man, what is WWE using to build these commentator tables nowadays? Popsicle sticks, dental floss, I don't know, wet cardboard? Cody and Drew has had 1,472,568 matches, and my God, this was the worst of them all. What a way to end one of the worst crackdowns I've ever seen, and we can't even blame Triple H this time, y'all. After Cody Rhodes won, he didn't even do his little finger pointing thing, so it's safe to assume bro didn't even bother showing up. And this is crazy. How does this guy get this much PTO? Isn't PTO supposed to mean paid time off? Well, obviously for him it means, I don't know, probably took off again. And again, and again, and again. This is crazy, man. Remember back in the day, Triple H said, oh, I treat professional wrestling like my baby. Well, if that's the truth, you're a deadbeat dad because you don't even show up. Now, speaking of Triple H, we got to talk about the shakeup going on with WWE Creative, starting off with oh, you didn't know? Well, you better call somebody to see if they're hiring, because unfortunately for you, buddy, you're fired. A few days ago, there was a report that Road Dogg was gone from WWE. A lot of people assumed that he was fired. As most of us know, he's been in charge of the creative for Crackdown, and earlier this year, the show actually started off better than people expected. But it quickly went right back to the same redundant, boring, horrible creative show that we know so far. After those initial reports, new updates came out saying that Road Dogg actually quit and walked out after being unhappy with his WWE annual review, which is confusing a lot of people. Alright, Road Dogg, we gotta keep it real. WWE gave you a bad annual review, right? But honestly, you should have been fired. Look, every single week, the numbers for Crackdown have been horrible. They've been embarrassing, hovering over 1 million views, and a lot of weeks going below that. Now you're getting mad because they gave you a bad annual review? Are you serious? Yo, man, I know a lot of us got jobs out there. Imagine you showing up to your job late, you stealing company time, you pulling no call, no shows, you messing up around the company, costing them millions and millions of dollars. Then they don't even fire you. They give you a bad annual review, then you walk out like somebody did something to you. Give me a break. Did you see how confused you looked on Unreal during one of those creative meetings? Man, Road Dogg should have changed his name to Road Deer because he looked like a deer caught in the headlights in a lot of them creative meetings. But look at the bright side. We might not see Road Dogg on Crackdown anymore, but we can catch him at your local McDonald's, putting the fries in the bag, and make sure you don't forget my drink, jabroni. So WrestleMania 40 Snooze is the perfect name for this year event because this whole buildup has been built around sleep. First, you got the creative team sleep behind the wheel, not booking anything creative, not getting anyone excited for this year's event. And now you got the fans sleep because of boredom, suffering through these Raws and Crackdowns every single week. This is the worst road to WrestleMania I have seen in a while. Now, I don't know who grew a pair of wings in the creative team, but man, it feels like they're doing this whole booking on the fly, and this is sad. First, we'll start off with LA Knight. This guy has absolutely no idea whatsoever what his plans is gonna be for WrestleMania. He don't know if he's going against Brock Lesnar. There's been heavy rumors floating around about that. He's been beefing with the Vision lately, so maybe they'll have him go against Austin Theory or Logan Paul in some type of last-minute match. Or maybe, just maybe, he could redeem himself from last year when he lost the US title from Jacob Fatu, and he could try to win it back to finally get some payback. But I'm not talking about the US title Carmelo Hayes has, nah. I'm talking about the women's US title, the one Julia's holding right now, cause she needs an opponent, and honestly, LA Knight might be the perfect fit. But it don't matter what direction they go. They're clearly not in any rush to tell this guy his plans this year. It should be obvious to everybody that this year, the LA and LA Knight stands for losing automatically. Especially after that batch at Elimination Chamber. Man, I don't know what's worse, LA Knight having no plans for WrestleMania or Royce Keys having his schedule fully booked for WrestleMania. You know they still gonna have him getting acclimated with how production works. Royce Keys gonna be busy setting up the lights, doing the pyro, making sure the cameras and the audios work perfectly fine. Man, if they don't put Royce Keys on TV within the next week, I'm going to snap! What could possibly be taking so long? Danhausen had time to build up his debut, then had a big moment at the Elimination Chamber, turned around, showed up on Raw, cost Dominic Mysterio the IC title, then went back to Crackdown, put a curse on The Miz, got his merch selling out, he got set up perfectly. Royce Keys debuted at the Royal Rumble, then literally disappeared off TV. Royce could be one of the biggest stars you have in WWE if you book him right, but instead the people in creative got the IQ of a doorknob, and honestly saying that might be giving them a little too much credit. Now your boy Bobby Monsoon got a sweet tooth. I like donuts, I like Reese's, I like Snickers, but man, I was about to lose it when I seen Jelly Roll! Gonna be making an appearance on Crackdown before Royce Keys. This is wild. It got me thinking of Ribbon in the Sky. Isn't she lovely? Happy birthday. Oh, why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Because WWE been playing keys like Stevie Wonder. This ad is brought to you by the Pirates in the chat. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get your Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. If you're sick of the BS in professional wrestling, if you're sick of the soulless billionaires taking advantage of the fans, show them you had enough. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get the Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. Then, now, and never again. Crackdown started off with Randy Orton and Trick Williams in a fire segment. That was the good news. The bad news, unfortunately, is the whole show went completely downhill from here. I've been saying this every week, and I said this the second he debuted on the main roster. Trick Williams is being booked perfectly. Now, nothing is really perfect, to be honest, but the way WWE has botched almost every single superstar recently that came up from NXT, man, I'm not gonna lie, Trick Williams is something different about it. I feel like something else, somebody else, maybe some of the higher ups at TKO is invested in a Trick Williams career because it's night and day to these other stars, seriously. He gets in there with Randy Orton, and the best thing about this is they're building something between Trick Williams and Randy Orton. Even though Randy Orton is going off and probably going to win at WrestleMania, he's going to win his 15th Undisputed Championship, then he's probably going to go into programs with maybe Cody Rhodes and maybe Sami Zayn or whatever. Trick Williams is along the people he's probably going to run into. into why he's champion a little bit later next year. I'm interested in seeing this. Unfortunately, this was the only thing good on Crackdown. Unfortunately, I have to go through this whole show because honestly, your boy Bobby Monsoon want to just do the outro and cut the video off right now. This is one of the worst Crackdowns ever. Now, y'all heard what I just said. When people come up from NXT, they're being booked horribly. First, Carmelo Hayes. This dude is a superstar. This dude has as much star power as Trick Williams. The bad thing is he's being put in situations where it's impossible to win. The US Open Challenge is nothing but a lazy way for WWE Creative to not think of any storyline. For Ilya Dragunov, for Carmelo Hayes, even for Sami Zayn when he had it. I give it to Sami Zayn. He did cool on the US Open Challenge. They OD'd with Ilya Dragunov, and they're beating it into the ground with Carmelo Hayes. But that's not it. When I thought it was going to be Royce Keys, even Dan Helson, when I thought I didn't know who was going to answer the Open Challenge, not in a million years I would have thought Dr. Wagner Jr. will be showing up from AAA like, what? Dr. Wagner Jr., are you serious? And I'm supposed to be invested into this crap? Oh, Bobby Monsoon, you don't watch AAA? This is the only AAA that I use and that I care about. Batteries for my remote to work. Other than that, I don't care about AAA. The Undertaker, Mark Calloway, I don't care what you call him now. He is running that company into the ground creatively. Now back to the match. You got Carmelo Hayes winning in a match that nobody cares about, dog. I'm so mad that Carmelo Hayes have not been able to tell not one single storyline that's been compelling since he came up to the main roster. Oh, my bad. They actually did tell one. Him and Andrade, best out of 7, with no payoff. The one story you actually had for Carmelo Hayes, you botched it like you botched everything else. Next, we got a celebration between Lash Legend and Nia Jax, and honestly, I'm happy for this one. Getting them titles off of Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and separating them has been the best thing that happened in professional wrestling. Seriously, man. They do a celebration, which is cool. Then Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair comes out, and what do you know? Kiana James and Julia comes out. Julia, you remember her? The Women's US Champion? She needs an opponent for WrestleMania. I think LA Knight is available. Julia, Kiana James, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss has a match for the #1 contender of the tag team titles, and you already know Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss wins. Y'all already know Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss wins. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss gonna lose next week. And why is this show so predictable? Next, you got R-Truth and Damian Priest going over in a gauntlet match. It had Fraxium in there. They had Alfonso, whatever they was called. Santos Escobar, old team. I forgot their name in there. Then also you had the Motor City Super Soakers. You know, a lot of them are part of the Kings of Catering. The SmackDown Tag Team division is so bad that they have to put R-Truth and Damian Priest and put them as a tag team and have them the #1 contenders because nobody else is interested. The other team you got interested in, the Street Profits. You turned them into the Discreet Profits because they've been kept away like a bad secret. Is put on the shelf for whatever reason. Then they said, oh, we're going to start having them at NXT live events. They don't even do that. We're going to have them at the Performance Center. They don't even do that. Next, you got Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley. Y'all know I'm a big Jade Cargill fan. I think she made a lot of improvements, but I'm not going to lie, this sucked completely. And it's not Jade or it's not Rhea's fault. I put 20% blame on Jade, 20% blame on Rhea, then I put the other 60% on creative. I don't understand how you could be this incompetent. Dog, the story told itself. You had the heat online. All you had to do was play into the heat. All you had to do was play into the heat. Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley should have been communicating like heavily. Going into WrestleMania, they have an opportunity to steal the show. WrestleMania 40 Snooze is going to be a botch fest. Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill have an opportunity to literally steal the show if you ask me. But you don't go there to steal the show. You steal the show right now as it's being booked. You tell the story right now. The story should have been told. If they were on the same page backstage and if they're cool, they should be able to play along with the lines a little bit, man. We got this softball promo. Now you see why C-Jax always say, I respect you, I love you, dog. C-Jax is looking like Nostradamus out here because these women went out here and they literally said the same exact thing. I love you, I respect you, your arms are big, your thighs are big. It's like, shut up. Where's the animosity? Where's the hatred? Where's the energy? Rhea Ripley doesn't sound like a woman who wants to win the undisputed title at Wrestlemania. Jade Cargill don't sound like a woman who wants to prove herself and retain her title at Wrestlemania. I hope creative fixes this fast because this will be another snooze fest at WrestleMania 40 snooze. Next, you got one of the saddest burials that I've ever seen in my life. Johnny Gargano, bro. He was doing a whole plank gimmick, right? Then he actually cut a passionate promo. Man, I'm one of the best wrestlers in the. I'm getting hyped like, ooh, bro, about to strap up, bro, about to, you know what I mean, bro, about to come back. This might be fire. Obafemi comes out and completely embarrasses Johnny Gargano. They didn't even put no wrestling gear on him. He's back to planking. This is not funny, bro. They are destroying this man's reputation and career. I don't care what nobody says. This is the epitome of being buried. Actually, I think I tweeted this. Buried is an understatement. What they're doing to Johnny Gargano, it should be criminal. There should be a full indictment by Monday morning, what you're doing to that guy, dog. NXT Black and Gold, you talking about one of the best wrestlers to ever lace up the boots and to tell a story. Promo fire, in-ring fire, all around the board, became tag team with Tommaso Ciampa, made that work. You turn around and just treat him like a jobber, like he never meant crap in the business. Dog, this is disheartening. Seriously, it does nothing for Obafemi either. Obafemi, that's cool. You squash somebody great, but you squashing a jobber, just like Kit Wilson, just like The Miz. On Crackdown, they're completely botching Obafemi. He can't, dog, what is going on? You get nothing out of beating these jobbers. The War Raiders, that was fire. Rusev, that's fire. These three jobbers that they're being booked like jobbers is doing nothing for you, nothing for them, nothing for the company, nothing for the fans, nothing for people watching this. This is sad. Next, you got the most predictable match of all time. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. And like I said in the beginning of the video, this was the worst out of their million-plus matches we got within the last 12 to 18 months. This was the worst. Tables falling, refs getting knocked out without getting hit. Just a whole bunch of crap happened in this match. Both of these wrestlers should be embarrassed by the performance they put on Crackdown. Seriously. This was an embarrassment. I'm sorry. Cody Rhodes is a lot better than what he showed. Drew McIntyre is a lot better than what he showed, dog. You could tell the body language, the mannerisms, the chemistry. This was a snooze fest. This was a match that was supposed to be the main event at WrestleMania. Nobody cares about this match. They have the most dislikes on this match. Crackdown is horrible. I don't want to hear you blaming Road Dogg. You're using Road Dogg as a scapegoat. No, we need a lot more people going. Road Dogg was just the first domino that dropped. The last one is Paul Levesque. It's a lot of dominoes that need to drop in between before we clean house and we get some people that actually want to see this product grow, actually care about fans, actually care about creative, care about storylines. We need some people to build some integrity back in professional wrestling as far as WWE. Thank God Revolution is Sunday. Next Sunday. I wanted to come so bad. Man, I'm thinking it's this Sunday. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that, man. Crackdown was bad, horrible. 3 hours? This is draining. This is draining, y'all. Oh, yeah, did y'all notice? If you look at the mats, at the ads on the mat, remember I showed the Logan Paul video thing, and they took the color out the mat. Logan Paul got power in that company, and when he speaks, think about it. If it was anybody else, they would have got reprimanded. They would have got jobbed out. They would have got pushed to the curb, sent to NXT, put on a shelf with the Street Profits. No, Logan Paul got the bag. He got the politics. Then he said it on his podcast, called them out, and they changed it immediately, dog. TKO don't do nothing but suck up to these celebrities. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that, man. I'm sick of watching Crackdown. I don't know how much longer I could do this. I'm being dead serious, y'all. This is trash truck juice. Let me know what you think about Royce Keys. What do you think production he's going to set up? Bro, I'm telling you right now, I am going to go nuclear if he doesn't debut very soon. Seeing Jelly Roll being promoted and seeing Danhausen, but not Royce Keys. Sometimes I wish I never watched AEW because I wouldn't have knew who Powerhouse Hobbs was. I wouldn't have cared about Royce Keys. The fact that I know that Royce Keys single-handedly could come in and make Crackdown at least 25% better, and they completely have no idea what to do with him is like, it's annoying. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about LA Knight versus Julia at WrestleMania 40 Snooze. If you ask me, that's the match of the night. If you ask me. Also, what do you think about Cody Rhodes? He's racking up on the dislikes, y'all. Nobody wants to see Cody Rhodes in the third main event WrestleMania. Cody Hogan. Dog, this company has completely lost their mind, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all in the comments, man. It's Bobby Monsoon. 215, like, comment, subscribe.